It is happening again.
Sometimes a million voices can make a difference. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 fan campaigns that worked.
Spock? Hey, do the thing.
I don't do that anymore.
For this list, we're taking a look at successful campaigns that were instigated by dedicated fans to save a popular franchise in entertainment.
Stewie, do you know if Fox has any plans to bring back Futurama?
What magazine are you from?
Entertainment Weekly.
Number 10, Arrested Development.
It's just hard to accept that it's really come to begging.
Sometimes it's the only way to stay in the game.
Please tell your friends about this show.
Universal critical acclaim and an Emmy for Outstanding Comedy Series couldn't save our Bluths. Low ratings dogged the witty show, and after a shortened second season, it was almost sent to that big banana stand in the sky. Speaking of bananas, that's exactly what loyal fans sent to network execs, imploring them to keep this dysfunctional family on TV. And it worked.
Hey guys! We're here!
Arrested Development got a third season, albeit a short one, before it left the air in style.
Well, I guess we should go back family six together, huh?
Yeah, on the other hand, we do have a full tank of gas, a house in Cabo, and 500 grand in cashier's checks.
Several years later, fans' prayers were answered again when Netflix brought the comedy back for a fourth season.
I knew it! I always knew that!
Forget it. No, put the mask back on! No!
Now, if we could just get that movie, we'd officially blew ourselves.
Are you crazy?
Are you blue?
Only in color, Michael. Only in color.
Number 9, Futurama.
Well, we're boned!
Yet another Fox series that got cancelled far too soon. Matt Groening's Futurama was carelessly shuffled around the network's schedule throughout the years and ended its initial run after 4 seasons.
I know it's not much consolation, but I understand how you feel.
No, you don't. I've got no home, no family.
No friends.
Fans simply couldn't accept a future without Fry, Bender, Leela, and the gang, though, and campaigned for a revival, mainly through their DVD purchases.
We must remove the time tattoo at once, and as painlessly as possible.
When Comedy Central acquired the show's syndication rights, the original Futurama team reunited to produce 4 straight-to-DVD movies, and eventually 52 new episodes.
On the count of 3, you will awaken feeling refreshed, as if Futurama had never been canceled by idiots, then brought back by bigger idiots.
Futurama officially concluded in 2013 with the episode entitled Meanwhile, leaving the characters on the perfect final note.
What do you say? Want to go around again?
I do.
Number 8, Twin Peaks. After a wildly successful first season, the network brass strong-armed Twin Peaks creative minds to solve the mystery of who killed Laura Palmer in the middle of season 2.
And I'm asking people to write to Bob Iger, the president of ABC, and if I could give the address.
Yes, please do.
Thanks.
I love annoying these network weasels.
The show quickly stalled, and when it was put on hiatus, fans banded as Coop, or citizens opposed to the offing of Peaks, to write letters and, in some cases, send stale donuts to the network.
Jelly donuts?
Harry, that goes without saying.
While Coop couldn't stop ABC from canceling the beloved drama, they did convince the network to air the final 6 episodes of season 2.
I like me.
Almost 25 years and a feature film later, Showtime announced that Twin Peaks would finally continue as a limited series, with David Lynch directing every episode. That's damn fine news. Number 7, Mass Effect 3.
You're not in this fight alone. We face our enemy together, and together we will defeat them.
Mass Effect 3 delivered everything fans could want from this epic trilogy's conclusion, except for the final 10 minutes, which many complained made no sense and lacked any free choice.
So the elusive man was right after all.
Yes, but he could never have taken control, because we already controlled him.
Outraged fans initiated an internet campaign to retake Mass Effect, and raised $80,000 in only 2 weeks for their cause.
We fight or we die.
While BioWare refused to change the ending outright, they did release an extended cut several months later.
We suffered many losses. The relays are severely damaged.
The cinematic epilogue provided some much-needed closure, depicting the aftermath of the final battle, Shepard's crew mourning the loss of their commander, and hope for the future.
And we will honor those who died to give us that future.
Number 6. Veronica Mars. When Veronica Mars was cancelled in 2007, a group of fans known as Cloud Watchers began a campaign comprised several bizarre elements, which included sending over 10,000 Mars bars to the CW in protest.
Veronica Mars.
The Candy Bar campaign wasn't enough to bring Veronica back for a 4th season, but the fans, later calling themselves Marshmallows, didn't stop there.
Well, you know what they say. Veronica Mars. She's a marshmallow.
In 2013, creator Rob Thomas and star Kristen Bell launched a Kickstarter to make a Veronica Mars feature film.
You guys are the coolest group of fans anyone could ever hope to have.
The campaign raised $5.7 million, surpassing their goal of $2 million in just 11 hours. A year later, the Veronica Mars movie was released to critical and fan acclaim.
You might have noticed that there have been some strange videos of you circulating the internet lately.
How strange? Like naked strange?
No, just one of you trying on skinny jeans and one of you in your underwear trying to list words that rhyme with orange.
Number 5. Operation Rainfall.
Woo! All right! Just as we're about to run out of money, too.
The Last Story, Pandora's Tower, and Xenoblade Chronicles are all phenomenal games. Apparently, they were too phenomenal for us silly North Americans, as for years, these role-playing titles were only available in Japan, Europe, and Australia.
I am Zanza, and I have waited centuries for you.
However, through Operation Rainfall and its letter writing, email, and phone call campaign, as well as its pre-ordering of the games on Amazon.
Right, let's keep going.
Nintendo of America was at long last convinced to bring the 3 titles across the world to the Wii console. Now, the only Nintendo game that's missing from our library is a 3D remake of The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Oh hey, way to go, Operation Moonfall! Number 4. Family Guy.
I got it. That's the guy from Big. Tom Hanks, that's it. Ah, funny guy, Tom Hanks. Everything he says is a stitch. I have AIDS.
Family Guy was practically given a death sentence when Fox pitted it against the likes of Frasier, Friends, and Survivor on Thursday nights.
Oh, why? What are they gonna do? Cut our budget? I'm gonna go get a beer.
Although the network didn't realize what they had on their hands, loyal fans certainly did.
Everybody, I got bad news. We've been canceled.
Oh no, Peter, how could they do that?
After the animated series was canceled not once but twice,
we've just got to accept the fact that Fox has to make room for terrific shows like Dark Angel, Titus, Undeclared, Action.
It gained a cult following through reruns on Adult Swim and record-breaking DVD sales. Fan support helped Fox to see the error of their ways, resulting in the Griffin family's resurrection.
How does it feel to be back? It feels good. It was a very dark period for me for a while.
License and registration.
Oh, f*** you. Do you know who I am?
I'm afraid I don't, ma'am.
Since then, Seth MacFarlane's inappropriate cartoon has become one of Fox's flagship shows.
Harsh Realm, Keen Eddie, The Street, American Embassy, Cedric the Entertainer, The Tick, Louie, and Greg the Bunny.
Is there no hope?
Well, I suppose if all those shows go down the tubes, we might have a shot.
Number 3. The Death of Sherlock Holmes.
Seeing how you work, knowing that there is in England such a man as you, gives us all a sense of safety and security.
Fan campaigns seem like a modern concept, but the idea can actually be traced back to the late 1800s, when Sir Arthur Conan Doyle killed Sherlock Holmes in his 1893 story The Final Problem, due to his desire to focus on what he called his more serious writing. in response, readers canceled their subscriptions to Strand magazine, the periodical wherein the story was first published, and took to the streets wearing black armbands. Doyle revisited Holmes in the 1901 prequel story The Hound of the Baskervilles, and officially resurrected him in The Return of Sherlock Holmes.
Well, short version.
But even if Sherlock had remained dead, the character would have lived on in popular culture for decades to come regardless.
First, the world will see you for what you are. A fraud. Then you'll be hanged. Properly this time.
Number 2. Firefly.
I got no grudge. She owns half that damn moon now. She can afford what we got and she might just need it.
As you might have noticed, Fox has prematurely canceled a lot of great shows. But the network made what was perhaps their biggest boo-boo ever when they gave Joss Whedon's Firefly the axe.
That's some nonsensical crap. Ain't nobody can do that.
Although it only aired for 3 months, Firefly was still on long enough to spawn a following of loyal browncoats.
So let me make this abundantly clear. I do the job. And then I get paid.
Fans tried everything to save this short-lived sci-fi adventure, from a letter-writing campaign to funding an ad in Variety magazine to pleading with UPN to adopt the show. While the show was canceled, their efforts eventually paid off as they motivated Universal Studios to let Whedon make the feature-length continuation, Serenity.
You shoot me if they take me! Well, don't shoot me first!
Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Jake, this war is coming with or without us. I just hope we did enough to make it a fair fight.
Will we ever go back? I don't know. Even I can't see everything in the future. All I know is that I'm Liz Parker, and I'm happy.
Mika! Mika! Mika!
I don't care what anyone else thinks about you. I don't care what a counselor thinks about you. I don't care what you think about yourself, but I believe in you, okay?
Number 1. Star Trek.
Captain's log, stardate 1513.1. Our position, orbiting planet M113.
Believe it or not, Star Trek wasn't an overnight cultural phenomenon. As a matter of fact, NBC wanted to bring the Starship Enterprise's voyages to a conclusion after only 2 seasons due to low ratings. Trekkers across the nation spoke out and, in an unheard-of move, mailed tens of thousands of letters to NBC to save Star Trek. Miraculously, the series was renewed for a 3rd season, though its budget was slashed, and it was dumped on Friday nights, leading to its final cancellation the next year.
I didn't want a destroyer. I'm sure we all understand that, Captain.
Nevertheless, Star Trek continued to flourish through syndication. This amounted to spin-off shows, movies, and merchandise, boldly going where no franchise has gone before.
Thrusters on standby.
Take us out.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Do you agree with our list? What other fan campaigns paid off? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
No, I don't see it as a series. Maybe a movie.